Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. I'm here to do another vendor wax haul video. Well, this is actually two hauls. So this is two ready to ship orders from L3 Waxy Wonders. One was placed on the 1st of April and the other one was placed on the 18th of April. So they are a little bit on the older side. It's just, yeah, just timing wise with when I forwarded my boxes out and when they shipped and when they arrived and all the rest. So yeah, the reason, normally I don't actually do my big videos early on because I've been recording all of the vendor wax hauls from that arrived in this box. Normally I tend to save the biggest for last, so I usually would do L3 last, but there's actually quite a few things in there that I sort of want to be melting like this week, like just cozy kind of wintry scents that I want to be melting now. So, and I'll be picking my wax box later today. So I thought I'll get this filmed, get it put away, and then I can melt some of it. So, so two ready to ships. I will probably just, normally I do the samples first, but I don't actually know where they are because this is quite a big box of wax. So I think I'm just going to start pulling things out and just doing it. So there is two stickers, so there's two orders, so Believe You Can and You're Halfway There, and that one I think I already talked about in my customs. So the other one, oh there it is. Oh no, I got two of that one. So if you are positive, you'll see opportunities instead of obstacles. So I have two of that, and then the Believe Yourself and You're Halfway There. So they're cute. Okay, so just pulling stuff out of the box. This one is at sort of at the top because I was sniffing on this one before, trying to give judgment. We were talking about this one in the comments. So Vanilla Butter Fudge from L3. So I've been enjoying Vanilla Butter Fudge lately, but I haven't really been able to put a handle on what it actually smells like. I think I've liked it best from Teddy Bees in a blend from Teddy Bees, but it's been good from L3, but it's kind of been intriguing because in some L3 blends it smelt like bread to me. So yeah, I just wanted to smell it and then potentially blend with it. And smelling it here, I can definitely tell why I get like a yeasty bready scent from it, because on first sniff it smells like yeasty bread. But I found the more that I sit with it, the more that I smell it, the more that it rounds into something that could approximate a rich fudge, but not like an overly sweet one. Like, yeah, there's definitely a sweetness and a slight vanilla that a normal bread scent would not have. But sorry, my hair is, ignore my hair. I'll try to ignore my hair if you can ignore my hair. Yeah, but that totally explains why. I do think with the Teddy Bees one, I don't get a yeasty bready note, so I think she has a different oil, but there are other vendors where I've gotten that. So, yep. I think, I don't know, it smells like a sort of vanilla-y sweet bread. So I like it though, I do, and I think it's actually a very, I've just realised I can put things away as I film them, which is awesome. So I think that it's too much to ask to be able to write the date on it at the same time. Yeah, so I like this. I think it's actually quite a versatile blender because it's not too sweet. So you can add but it has more sweetness than like a bread scent. So if you're kind of looking for something that's a little bit bread-like, but also a bit more rich and a bit sweeter, Vanilla Butter Fudge. Birthday cake. So this trig tart I got because I got let me start again. I don't normally love birthday cake scents, blends with birthday cake. I tend to avoid them. And then I got an L3 sample in one of the Try Me samplers that was birthday cake. And it smelled really good, but it smelled like a pink sugar bakery. I was like, I don't think that birthday cake's meant to smell like that. So I think it might have been mislabeled, but I thought I would just get a trig tart in birthday cake and see for myself. And if it does smell like that, great, I'll keep melting it because I love pink sugar bakery. So yeah, this definitely is not the same scent that I got in that sample. I do think a few, not a lot, but I do think a handful of my Try Me sampler scents have been mislabeled. Which is fine, they do so many samples, it's understandable that they'll make mistakes occasionally. This does smell pretty good though. It smells kind of like a more subdued cotton candy frosting. Like it smells like an actually decent kind of frosting scent. Some birthday cake scents smell very plastic to me. This doesn't smell plastic. I can smell frosting and sprinkles. So it's not bad. I will, you know, I've probably been avoiding her birthday cake a little bit unnecessarily because it's actually not bad. Strawberry pound cake and Pacific Woods. So this was it a request or a custom from Danny? I know Danny was talking about it because of how good like pine with strawberry scents are. So it's very pretty bright pink. And this is good. And this is honestly one of the best, I'd say one of the best strawberry pine scents I've ever smelled. I was a bit skeptical because I'm not a huge fan of L3 strawberry pound cake. Because it smells very kind of plasticky kid toy cosmetic strawberry, but it doesn't here. It smells really like a really delicious creamy strawberry. And from the Pacific Woods, there's more than just pine in it, but the most prominent thing you get out of it here is the pine. Oh my god, that is amazing. And I've had a few and really enjoyed a few pine strawberry scents, but I think that's the best one. I think that's the best one. If you like strawberry pine, you need that. Riverstone. So I have two Riverstone. So I got it in, I think I got the scoop in one of the pre-order, in the first ready to ship, and then I grabbed the trig tart because I forgot that I got the scoop. So this is just wet river rocks is how it's described. So I might just pop the trig tart away and I'll do the scoop. I've never smelled it before. It's really pretty. I'm just going to smell the trig tart actually and see if it smells exactly the same. But it doesn't smell anything like wet rocks. Like, it's this wet rocks is just like not a description I would give it. And I've heard a few people say that, but then I've also heard people say that it smells exactly like it. This is very perfume-like. This is a very, very perfume scent. Like I was expecting like a fresh outdoorsy kind of rivery scent. It's not even like masculine, you know. It's quite feminine. I think I heard someone describe it as like a really nice shampoo, and I get that. It does give me shampoo vibes. There is definitely like a freshness and like an aquaticness to it, but yeah, it's like a fresh aquatic shampoo scent. It's not bad. It's definitely not wet river rocks though. Oh, the scoops don't go there. The scoops go over here. Just me forgetting where everything in my stash goes. Pink sugar, warm vanilla sugar, and pie crust. So I know pink sugar scents are all the rage at the moment. Pie crust is a bakery blender that's a bit of nothing to me. It doesn't really smell like anything. So I wasn't really sure how this would turn out. I guess I thought this would probably just smell like pink sugar and warm vanilla sugar because, yeah, pie crust just doesn't smell like a thing. But I was okay with that because I don't love warm vanilla sugar with bakery scents. So, and yeah, this really just smells like soapy pink sugar. I feel like I can get a slight sweetness from a pie crust, but it's so faint. Yeah, definitely all that pink. It's definitely about that pink sugar and that warm vanilla sugar, which is all good with me. I like pink sugar and warm vanilla sugar together. So, this scoop I accidentally got two of. Again, I got one in the first ready to ship and one in the second. In the second one, I was actually aiming for a small scoop with the same scent, I think, but with brown sugar. But I just got both. So this is roasted coffee beans and bear claws and zucchini bread. So I love roasted coffee. It's my favorite coffee oil. Don't know about bear claws. Like, I haven't had bear claws blends that I've been like in love with. I don't think it's my favorite bakery, but I love zucchini bread. So Yeah, and this is fabulous. This is like a rich, deep zucchini bread. The coffee blends so well with it. There's a bit of sweetness, but it's not too sweet. There's a good amount of roasted coffee in this. This is fantastic. I am absolutely okay with having 2 scoops of that, because this is one of the scents I want to melt this week. I think I've got I've already picked a couple of my customs with roasted coffee. It's the winter's only just started here and it's cold, so I've been wanting all of those comforting kind of roasted coffee bakery scents. Coconut cream, espresso, and ooey gooey mallow. So I just thought this would be a nice sweet coconut cream coffee scent. It's good. It's definitely a much stronger espresso than I would have thought. It's just like I don't really get a coconut. I think I was hoping to smell more coconut. I can smell coconut a bit, but the coffee is quite strong. In some ways it's good. Like, I've had coconut coffees before and the coffee has not been too strong. This one, the coffee is very strong. But there's a nice creaminess and a sweetness to it. So it's good. I like that. I really wanted to be able to write the dates down before I put them away, but the pen, it's not working. Anyway. So orange blossom, honey, sacred, sandalwood, patchouli rain. So this just sounded very interesting to my earthy, loving heart. Bitty Betties are cute, but they always drop, like the edges come off and they make a mess. So this is really pretty. It is very earthy, but there's definitely like a warm floral to it. I guess the orange blossom. And there's kind of almost like almost like a shampoo note or a perfume note. I'm not sure where that's coming from, whether that's the honey or the sacred sandalwood, I'm not sure. So it's quite pretty. It's got a lot of depth to it, I think. It's earthy, but to me it leans kind of perfume, body care. Shampoo. I feel like I'm saying a lot of things like shampoo today, but it does. It feels like it has a shampoo tone to it. Summer Scoops, pineapple, waffle cone, and salted sea air. I did get a few summery scents as well to kind of stack away for next summer. I do like to keep an eye on summer scents. Like, obviously I don't feel like melting summer scents at the moment. But I do like to keep an eye on the summer blends, and just pick up a few here and there. Because otherwise, by the time I'm ready for summer, all of you in the US and all of the vendors will be shifting hard into fall and Halloween and all that stuff, and I'll hardly be able to get anything. So I do kind of have to try to think ahead, as well as buying the stuff that I want to melt right now, you know. This is really nice. It's quite pineapple-y. I don't really smell summer scoops. I'm not super familiar with summer scoops anyway, right? To me, I get quite a sweet pineapple with a fresh salty sea air. And I've been really into sweet salty sea air blends lately. Like, if you've watched some of my videos lately, it's pretty much all I've talked about. So this fits that category. It's got a really good pineapple. Look, it's not as pineapple-y as it could be. So I do feel like there is the strawberries, that strawberry summer scoop scent is altering it, but I just don't feel like I smell like a strong kind of strawberry ice cream scent like I would picture that to be. Pineapple cranberry ginger ale. So look, I love pineapple, I love ginger ale. Cranberry I like sometimes, I don't always like L3s though. This is good though, this is really good. It's just a strong fruity ginger ale. I don't feel like I get like pineapple particularly strongly or cranberry particularly strongly. I just smell a really good fruity ginger ale. So I like it. I really like that. It's almost like the pineapple and the cranberry balance each other out, so it's not too tart and it's not too tropical. Making Christmas Palo Santo. So this is Fraser First Spearmint Sugar Cookies. I wasn't sure about this one. Spearmint scents I've only just started to come around to, and only from certain vendors. Obviously, I love Fraser Fir. I love tree scents. Sugar cookies is not my favorite L3 sugar cookie oil. I don't really love that sugar cookie. I like sugar cookie royale. I like sugared shortbread. I like Danish butter cookies, but I don't love sugared cookie. But I thought this with Palo Santo. I figured that the sugar cookie would not be like dominant. It would be a background kind of bakery. I like the colours on this. So I'd say the strongest thing I get is spearmint. Spearmint followed by the tree note. I don't think I really smell any bakery or Palo. I'll have to, I don't know, I'll have to give that one a go warm. I hope, Palo often comes out more when you warm it up. So I'm kind of hoping that happens. Like, don't get me wrong, I like, her spearmint is one of the better ones for me, but this is maybe a little bit too spearminty. I got 2 of this. So caramel apple pumpkin pecan waffles. Today is October 3rd. So this is another one that I wanted to melt this week. Like, this week is just the best possible week to be melting these scents. Oh, this is really good. So weirdly, caramel scents I'm not a big fan of. Apple scents I'm not a big fan of. Most combinations of a caramel oil and an apple oil I don't like. But there's something about a caramel apple oil, and I don't know if it's the same with every vendor, but I do know the L3s, and I think Tea Time Tarts was pretty good as well. I really like those oils, probably not on their own, but in blends, I really like them. And this one, it's rich and it's sweet with the pumpkin pecan waffles, and it borders on sickly sweet. But I feel like with today's October 3rd just settles it. Not that I can smell today's October 3rd super strongly there, but it's really, really good and perfect for the weather we're having at the moment. So, very happy I got. Again, this was another one I think I accidentally got 2. I got one in restock, one restock and one in the other, but I'm glad I did. Rainforest, fresh cut grass and Palo Santo. This one is a bougie bar. It's kind of hard to tell, but it is two-tone. It's like a more kind of aqua colour here and more sort of light green there. This is very intense. It mostly smells like Rainstorm, but fresher. Like, I feel like the fresh cut grass just makes it even more fresh. I get a slight palo from it. Again, hopefully that will come out more when it warms up. I like it, but it doesn't smell super different to Rainstorm. Cinnamon sugar, coffee bean, zucchini bread, and adipose. So another winter warmer scent that I love is that cinnamon sugar. I'm actually, tomorrow morning, I'm going to be melting one of my old customs, which is zucchini. So I'm just looking at it. It's over there. Zucchini bread, caramel apple. Yeah, zucchini bread, caramel apple, and cinnamon sugar. I love that scent. So I do really love cinnamon sugar with zucchini bread. I like it with coffee. It's just, I'm not a big cinnamon fan, but cinnamon sugar. And I don't love cinnamon donuts either. I'm so picky about cinnamon scents, but her cinnamon sugar is just, like, it's kind of like a brown sugar, but maybe a little bit more kind of cozy. Oh, this is really good. I feel like it's mostly cinnamon sugar and zucchini bread, but there is a nice coffee weaving in there too. I think I just want to melt all of the cozy scents this week. I think I want to melt this one this week as well. Okay. Lavender, whitewoods, and vanilla Ambrette. This is in a cloud cake. Cloud cakes are very cute. They come in a very small bag though. I'll have to melt this and see. I feel like the lavender's coming on a little bit too strong here. I like L3's lavender. There's very few lavenders that I enjoy, but I like L3's. But I do feel like there's something that's a little bit sharp in here. I think it's vanilla Ambrette I've had, and I've felt like it's just a really nice smooth kind of amber scent. But it could be the white woods is just a bit of a sharp woodsy scent. I don't know, it could be okay, but I think I was just hoping for a smoother, woodier profile, if that makes sense. Exotic coconut. So this, I've never smelled exotic coconut on its own, but I really wanted to try it because I've had it in, I think just about every blend I've had it in, I've really enjoyed it. Interestingly, it doesn't smell like I would have thought. It doesn't really smell like much like coconut at all to me. I like a coconut body care, I guess. Yeah, I was expecting it to be more like bakery coconut for some reason. Because I'm not familiar. I'm sure it's a type that everybody knows, but I just don't. Yeah, it doesn't smell like suntan coconut, which is good. But it does smell like a body kind of coconut. So, yeah, it's weird. I don't think, that's not a scent that I would normally gravitate to. But I have really enjoyed it in blends. So I will blend with it. The famous Buttermilk Pie. So vanilla custard, sugar cookie, creme brulee pie crust. So I haven't tried it yet. It's not a scent I would have gravitated to. One thing I love about ordering at this time of year, because it's sort of, you know, spring, autumn, everything comes so clean. Like, it's so rare to pull like a matrix melt out of the bag and just have the bag be so clean. Just because normally it's either summer on this side of the world or it's summer on the US side of the world and things get smudgy, which is perfectly normal. But yeah, just every now and then in the spring, autumn kind of time frame, things come really nicely. Even then, it's not always, because stuff comes through Sydney, and Sydney is warmer than where I live. So sometimes even like spring up there can make the wax, probably makes the wax a little smudgy. Anyway, I digress. Cool looking matrix melt. So I wasn't sure how I'd feel about this. Normally it's not a scent I would have gravitated to because, again, the sugar cookie oil, not my favorite sugar cookie oil. And pie crust, as I've said, I don't generally smell pie crust very much in blends. But I thought this one's getting so much hype, I have to try it because it's popping up in all of the blends at the moment. So I figured, like today's October 3rd, you sort of have to smell the scent first, get a handle on it before you can figure out which of the blends you'd try. And I like it. Like, it's nice. It's a little bit basic. But thankfully, I was a bit worried it might be a little bit too rich or custardy, because I don't love custard either, to be honest. Like, it's sweet and it's rich and it has that kind of creme brulee tone. I actually do get a little bit of the pie crust. I think the sugar cookie gives like it kind of smells a bit like a burnt cookie to me, which I don't love, but maybe for a blend like this, it works. So yeah, I don't know if this is going to be anything that I'll be like crazy about on its own, but I can definitely see me enjoying this in a lot of blends. So happy with that. I will try it on its own. I'll see how it goes. But I think it does make a very good blending base for a lot of things. I can't close this matrix melt bag. There we go. And I did get one blend with it. So pumpkin peanut brittle and buttermilk pie. I got this because I've really enjoyed, I had a Buttermilk pumpkin peanut brittle scent recently and I really enjoyed it. It was surprising. I did not think I would like pumpkin peanut brittle. And the thing is, on cold, I don't like the smell of pumpkin brittle on cold at all. Like, this smells like weird, this smells like pistachio nutshells. I hope it's the right scent, because it does smell really weird right now. But I do remember the sample of pumpkin peanut brittle I had. It smelled more like nothing than nutshells, which is why I'm a little bit nervous about this, because this really does not smell like either of those two scents. But I'm willing to give it a go and melt it, just because I do know the pumpkin peanut brittle transforms substantially. cotton-headed mini muggins. So I can't remember the notes to this, and they haven't printed it on there. I vaguely remember it's like a marshmallow house blend. And it is one I wanted to try because I wanted to do it with pineapple. And I do have a pineapple trig tart. Yeah, it's just kind of like a basic marshmallow. I think it will be a good blender, don't get me wrong. But yeah, there's nothing really standing out about that other than it just kind of smells like maybe toasted marshmallow. Cafe Cubano spiced oat milk. So I know this is Laurie's baby of a scent. I was avoiding it because of the spiced oat milk. That didn't sound like my thing, but then she said it doesn't smell spiced, it just smells really warm and rich, and so I thought, well, I'll give it a go. She's right. Oh man, that is really good. Cafe Cubano, I wonder if there's a scent from Kay, which is Cuban coffee. Well, now she calls it regular coffee, but it was Cuban coffee. It's like a really creamy, almost kind of condensed milk coffee scent, and sometimes I wonder if the Cafe Cubano is the same as that. But yeah, this has a really warm kind of, it is a spice, but it's, I don't know, it's warm and it's gentle and it's cozy, and this is delicious. This is really good. Definitely, like, it's not like a heavy cinnamony kind of, or nutmeggy kind of spice, or like pumpkin spice or anything like that. Nothing like that. I got wax on me. It's just really delicious. I got 2 of these. So blue sugar zucchini bread, and today's October 3rd. I'm a little bit, I'm gonna have to see how this one melts because I do have a sample. Did I melt the sample? The sample I was not super impressed with, but it smells pretty good here, so maybe it just needed to cure. Because I love blue sugar zucchini bread, and I just thought today's October 3rd with a bit of extra bakery, a bit of extra palo, that's going to be amazing. And it smells pretty good now, but when I first got it, I think it was overwhelmingly blue sugar, and I was like, it was just overwhelmingly masculine, and I was like, oh, I don't think I like that. But now I think the bakery elements are coming out of it more. Because the sample I got would have been poured, because it's the same colour and stuff, so I'm assuming it was poured around the same time. Yep. I think this one's going to be quite good. I'm hoping the taste, again, I can't really detect today's October 3rd, so I'm hoping that pops out a little bit more, because I think that will just make it a bit more interesting than your typical blue sugar zucchini bread scent, but we'll see. Costa Rican Rainforest. I usually like Rainforest scents, so I thought this would be, I don't think I like it. No. My first instinct is it smells like the butterfly enclosure. But there's a really strong, like, fresh cut grass kind of aspect to it. Like the sort of fresh cut grass that I don't love. And something else that smells a little bit artificial. Yeah, I don't know. It's very grassy and humid. I'll try it, but yeah. Pacific Woods, Seattle Rain, Green Clover and Aloe. So I love Pacific Woods. Seattle Rain is a really nice kind of oceanic, rainstormy kind of scent. Green Clover Aloe I think is a little bit clean for me, but wow, okay. No, this is really nice. The first thing that's detectable is that Seattle Rain, but it's definitely not as, like, I sort of picture that as like sheets of rain hitting like a cliffside, you know? It's really like strong. But this is tempered by the green notes and the tree notes. It's really, really nice. Yeah, I like that a lot. I can't work out what's coming out more, the Pacific Woods or the Green Clover Aloe. And they're quite different, so I should be able to work that out. But anyway, so I'm like trying, these drawers are quite full. I'm like trying to push everything down because I have to resort my L3 collection because I have 3 big canvas cubes here. One of them is bakery, one of them is like fresh, earthy, woody cologne, and then one of them is fruity. But I've realized that, especially at the moment, just fruity is not a big part of my collection. So my fruity one is really empty, but the bakery and the fresh, earthy, woody one is really full. So I probably need to move like something, a category like maybe the cologne scents or something, the perfumey scents, out of the fresh, earthy one into the fruity. I don't know what to do about the bakery because it is literally all just bakery, but I just have too much bakery. So lemon cream pie, cheesecake, vanilla wafer waffle cone. I could maybe move some of the more fruity bakery into the fruity box, but I find when I want bakery, whether it's fruity or not, I go to the bakery box. I don't go to the fruity one, so it tends to get a bit lost there. This is a very delicious lemon cheesecake scent, which is what I was hoping for. It is quite strong lemon. It's stronger than I thought. Lemon cream pie is nice, but I think I've usually had it with like quite strong bakeries. In this one, it's kind of dominating a bit. But I do get a slight cheesecake kind of scent. So I think it will be really good. I'm just hoping that those other elements kind of... I want it to smell like a lemon cheesecake, not just like a lemon cream pie, you know. Okay. Nearly done. 2 more bars and then... Oh, 3 more scents, sorry. And then the samples. I found the samples. So I have Deadpool, which is smells like a sweaty superhero should, vanilla, patchouli, and Abercrombie Fierce type. I love the colours, Deadpool colours. I love this scent. I love Fierce. It is just such a fuzzy, comforting cologne. It blends so well. I just love it. And the vanilla patchouli, it just, I don't know. It adds an earthiness, not a sweaty earthiness though, just a really nice earthiness. So I really enjoy that. Beach Nights, Blackberry Jam, Butter Cookies, Waffle Cone Mallow. I love this. So I know that L3 Beach Nights is not the preferred Beach Nights for most people. People like Sassy Girl Aromas, people like Teddy Bees. Apparently they all smell more legit. I used to like that scent and then I got over it. I just couldn't, not just got over it, I just couldn't. Like, I started to actively dislike it. So now, L3's is the only Beach Nights that I still really enjoy. Because L3's is much more like a salty sea air with a slight sweetness. And it just blends so well here. I can smell sweet mallow. I can smell blackberry jam. A little bit of bakery. I love that. I love it. Not for everyone, I know. It's kind of like all the stuff that people don't like about L3's Beach Nights are why I love it so much. So, you know. Egyptian Amber, Palo Santo, and Olive Branch. So this was in the Palo Sampler and apparently very good. So I wanted to try that out. I didn't get the Palo Sampler. I haven't really been doing the pre-orders. There just hasn't been enough in them that I've wanted. So this is very nice. Olive Branch usually doesn't smell like much to me, so it might not smell. I might not be smelling it here. I think it's mostly Egyptian Amber with a little bit of Palo. So it's kind of a clean, earthy, woody scent. So I think I like it. Cloud cakes, I find them really difficult to get back in the bag and seal. It's just one of those things. Alright, so 2 packs of samples. Sorry, I should have opened these up to avoid the crinkling. I apologise for that. Alright, so samples. Deep dish, Dutch apple pie crust, sugar hook pie crust, deep dish, Dutch apple pie, sugar cookie royale, pie crust. So I'm guessing this is from like the pie day. That's actually not bad. And it's interesting. I've had like Dutch apple pie from other vendors and I haven't loved it. It's got a real rich spice to it. And I think it's the same oil, but just something about the way it's blended here with all the bakeries. It smells quite yummy. So it is quite rich, like with that deep apple scent, that spiced apple scent. But I quite like it. April Downy Fresh Boom Boom. So I had this one. I think I covered this. I had the same scent in my customs. It's not bad, but I don't love it. Like, I'm just not a big April Downy Fresh fan. The Boom Boom is okay, but Lemon Blackberry today is October 3rd, so I don't always love Lemon Blackberry. This is nice though. Today's October 3rd definitely mutes down the kind of sharp lemon and blackberry, so it's not bad. Sweetie Pie Summer Scoop. So I think I also talked about this one in my customs, and the Sweetie Pie has like a strawberry jam note that smells just like really gross chemicals to me. Sandalwood. I have sandalwood already in a sample. It's a really nice kind of incense wood kind of scent, so I really like her sandalwood. And then the last sample here is one that I bought, so Summer Scoops Pineapple Waffle Cone Salty Sierra. So I won't talk about that because I already talked about it. That's it. That is everything that I got from my L3 ready to ship hauls, plural, in April. So yeah, like I said, there's definitely a few scents I'm going to be melting this week because they've had plenty of cure time, and they are scents that I want right now. So yeah, I've still got a few more videos to do. I might do one more tonight. I've got Glitterati, Villainous Wax, and Super Tarts, so I'll get those done over the coming days. I hope you're all doing really well. I'll talk to you all again soon.